You can play Beethoven, Chopin, maybe even those guys remember it absolutely perfectly. But what if I ask you to improvise something simple? Everything freezes, right? I'll show you 3 piano habits keeping you trapped in sheet music and killing your improvisation freedom. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why you can't improvise yet and what to change this week. You're not broken. We've been actually trained this way to play perfectly, to recite, but never to create. Is it right? And that's a completely different skill, isn't it? So that's the reason why we are really afraid and don't know what to do to create, to start creating. I've been that way. So I actually gave up piano after many years of classical training, because without the sheet music or those guys remembering what's going on, I couldn't play at all. And that's the same story that I've heard from a lot of students coming to me with years and years of traditional background. Like, if you take that music, that score away, you can't play, right? Does it sound familiar? And then afterwards, as soon as we start improvising, I literally had many students bursting into tears because, oh, I didn't know I could do that. And improvising is actually so simple on the piano. So you will see, because I will give you a simple exercise afterwards to try out for yourself. But first and foremost, let's diagnose those 3 core habits that prevent you from improvising. Habit number 1, practicing only what's written. Classical lessons equal to building up repertoire by sight reading so that you can prepare for exams, is it right? So there is almost no time at all that is spent on chords, seeing patterns, seeing progressions, playing by ear, or playing just something of your own. The result is incredible accuracy that you've got and zero freedom. Habit number 2, treating theory as an exam that you have to pass instead of actually the toolbox that it gives you. You know your chords. I'm sure that the term like tonic, subdominant, dominant, 1, 4, 5 chords is familiar to you. You do know your scales very well, but you don't use them outside of reading this course or outside of those technical exams that you used to have. So there is a tiny fix that you can do. Try seeing and using that information inside this course that you do. For example, take that very famous release. Take away that first sentence and then go to those main chords. It's just 1-5 progression. It's so simple. Now, what can you do? You can use the same 2 chords and then try to create your own improvisations. There is a wonderful video that I have done about 5 composer lessons inside Furries. I love studying Furries with my students nowadays because it gives you so many things to see and so many points that bring me actually to the next habit. Habit number 3, the perfectionist classical mindset. You spent years of no wrong notes, which leads you to a terror of experimenting. Is it right? So there is that inner critic inside of you that kills any teeny tiny improvisations that you're doing after 2 seconds because, oh, it doesn't sound exactly what I wanted to do. It doesn't sound as good as what I'm used to playing. So you can literally say the perfectionism kills your joy and kills your freedom at the piano. And actually getting rid of perfectionism is something that we focus a lot with my students coming to me with a classical background. If you can get rid of one of the habits, please get rid of that perfectionism. Just get joy from trying out. The key and the joy is in the process. And again, just watch that video for 5 composed lessons inside Furries, because it just teaches you how the sort of called raw note becomes the gem of that whole composition. Now, how to actually start improvising this week? Or even better today. Step number 1, I think, should be like strip the piece that you do know really well down to the chords, like to the bare minimum. For example, again, if you take Furries, then there is that wonderful 1-5 progression. So it is literally, except for the first sentence, it is A minor, E major, yeah? So 1 and 5 chords, and that's about it. Now, what we can do is that we can take those chords, just that 1 and 5 chords, which is very simple, isn't it? And we can arrange it. By the way, for arrangements, if you want, you can check out this video for Greensleeves, because this is where I offer like a toolbox of like different arrangements for that left hand. Okay, so we take those 2 chords. And what we can do? It really sounds beautiful, doesn't it? So, but obviously you can do much more. So you can do some jumps inside of it. Yeah, I'm not doing anything special, but it really sounds nice, doesn't it? Let's make it actually even easier and take a look what we can do. For that beginning, how about I would just take it into just very, very simple A minor, and then just the inversion of E major. Here it is. And I can take it even simpler. I can make it even simpler. How about I'll just go just the 5th and just the 6th going down. That's easy, isn't it? If you want, I can take it here. If I want, I can make it a little bit lower as well, just to give it a little bit more growl. Okay, and I'll use that one like heartbeats of the song. So that one is going to be my rhythm. Now with my right hand, I'm free to do anything I like. See? Again, it's not, I'm not doing that much, so, but it does sound nice. What else you can do? Come after a while, let's move to our relative major here, C major. So, and we'll do the same thing, just going up and down. So see, because that way I actually do have an inversion of G, only just as a 6. And it is my 1 and 5 chords here, so tonic and dominant. Very classical, but it does sound nice. So there it goes. And we're inside A minor, so you can use any white keys. And see, I'm using repetitive patterns here. And again, see, there is that sort of like a wrong note because I'm playing G sharp on my left hand, but I'm going for that G major. And I can use some chromatic scales if I want to. Nice, isn't it? See, you got the idea, so just keep it very simple and try to experiment, enjoy the whole process. If you have some wrong notes, don't be afraid of them. Always remember about that Furlies and that D sharp inside of it, which made the whole gem of the whole composition. So nowadays, as soon as we hear Furlies, so never be afraid of it. And this is how you turn your existing classical repertoire into an improvisation playground. Fun, isn't it? you're not bad at improvising. It is actually a part of you. Only that part of you has been hidden inside of you and has been beaten down. You were trained how to read, not how to create. Change the training and you will have a completely different identity at the piano. That being said, if you stay in old habits, you don't change your training, you'll stay stuck. If you give yourself a couple of minutes a day for experimentation, you will no longer be score-bound. Now, as I mentioned earlier, check out my video for Furlies, for 5 lessons inside Furlies, and try to use those lessons trying to analyze the songs that you're already playing. That way, everything that you will play, everything that you will see, every score that you will see will give you more and more ideas.